Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, Waking Up with Tama, Syncing with the Rhythm of Life. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don't like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. The first rays of sunlight slip quietly through my curtains, but they aren't what wake me up. My real alarm clock is Tama, my tiny, fluffy, ever-curious cat whose internal schedule seems to operate with absolute precision. Before I even open my eyes, I feel the gentle tap-tap-tap of a tiny paw on my cheek. Not hard enough to hurt, just firm enough to say, "Human, morning time." I slowly open my eyes to see Tama staring straight at me with big sparkling eyes, pupils wide like two shiny marbles. He lets out a small MRRP, the kind of sound that feels like he's asking, "Ready to start the day with me?" I can't help but smile. There's something incredibly sweet about waking up next to a creature who seems genuinely excited just because I'm awake too. As I sit up, Tama immediately stretches, back arched, tail pointed straight up, toes spread as wide as possible, then flops dramatically on his side like he's performing morning yoga. I rub his belly. The royal rule of Tama's kingdom is, morning belly rubs are mandatory, and he purrs like a tiny motorboat. The sound fills the room with a warm kind of joy. It's a simple moment, but it feels like the purest way to start the morning. Some people drink coffee. I have Tama. Once I'm finally out of bed, Tama begins his second job of the day, supervising everything I do. If I walk to the bathroom, he trots along beside me, tail swaying proudly. If I brush my teeth, he sits by the door, blinking slowly as if saying, "Good job. Continue." If I'm too slow, he meows loudly, like a manager reminding me that productivity matters. When I head to the kitchen, Tama gets extra excited. He knows breakfast is coming. But even during breakfast, he adds his own adorable chaos to the morning routine. He hops onto his favorite chair, sits perfectly still, and watches every move I make, like a tiny food critic waiting to judge my performance. When I finally prepare his bowl, he lets out a squeaky chirp of approval and immediately digs in. The way he eats, small bites but full enthusiasm, makes the whole scene feel even more cheerful. While I make my own breakfast, Tama jumps onto the windowsill to observe the neighborhood, birds flying by, distant dogs barking, people starting their day. Sometimes he chirps back at the birds, pretending he's part of their conversation. Other times, he just watches peacefully, his tail curling comfortably around his body. It's in these quiet little moments, the soft clinking of dishes, sunlight warming the room, Tama softly purring from his window seat, that the morning feels like a gentle rhythm. Not rushed, not stressed, just calm, cozy, and full of tiny joys. After breakfast, Tama transforms yet again, this time into my morning companion as I prepare for the day. Whether I'm choosing clothes or packing my bag, he is always nearby, sometimes walking figure eights around my legs like a fuzzy good luck charm. At times he tries to help, by sitting directly on the clothes I need, or by batting at the shoelaces I'm tying. I pretend to scold him, but the truth is, I adore every second of it. When I finally sit at my desk to check messages or plan the day ahead, Tama hops straight onto my lap. He kneads carefully, circles once, and settles down like a warm loaf of bread. His purring is soft and steady, like a soundtrack that resets the entire mood of the morning. It reminds me, before the rush, before the deadlines, before the noise of life, there is this moment. A quiet, loving, grounding moment with my little companion. When it's time for me to leave the house, Tama walks me to the door. He doesn't meow, doesn't scratch, just sits politely, tail wrapped around his paws, and watches me. His expression almost says, "Have a good day. I'll be here when you get back." And somehow, that simple look gives me more comfort and motivation than any motivational quote ever could. Spending a morning with Tama may seem simple, but hidden inside those quiet routines are gentle lessons about how to live better in the modern world. Tama doesn't rush. He doesn't multitask. He doesn't stress about what happened yesterday or worry about tomorrow. He simply enjoys the present moment, whether it's a sunbeam on the floor, a warm hand petting him, or the sound of birds outside the window. Watching him reminds me that life isn't meant to be lived in constant hurry. Sometimes the best thing we can do is slow down and appreciate the tiny joys around us. Tama also teaches consistency. He wakes up on time, eats on time, explores on time, and rests on time. Even though he's just a small cat, his routine creates a peaceful rhythm that shapes the whole morning. From him, I learned the value of small habits, how sticking to a calm, steady routine can make the rest of the day feel lighter and more manageable. Finally, Tama shows me the importance of connection. His presence, affection, and quiet companionship remind me that we all need moments of warmth in our busy lives. Whether with pets, family, or friends, those small bonds can anchor us, recharge us, and remind us what truly matters.